In progress.
Dear students, a very good evening to all of you. We welcome all of you for another amazing session of this webinar. Today we have with us an eminent speaker, CA Pooja Omkar Shahane, and to moderate the session we have CA Bhuvneshwar Indoria. The moderator will be introducing to you with the speaker. Over to you, Bhuvneshwar sir.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you joining us for today's session of the Run at 100 webinar series, an initiative by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Board of Studies Operations to celebrate excellence, ignite insight, and empower the next generation of finance professionals. Now, I would like to introduce Chairman Sir and Vice Chairman Sir of Board of Studies Operations, CA Dr. Rohit Ruwatia, Chairman, Board of Studies Operations ICAI 2025-26. CA Dr. Rohit Ruwatia sir is an iconic Central Council member of ICAI and currently serving as Chairman of the Board of Studies Operations. Renowned for his visionary leadership, he holds the distinction of being one of the youngest ever Managing Committee member, Regional Council member, and a Central Council member in ICAI's history. He has contributed for major initiatives for inclusion of ICAI's name in Guinness World Record for the largest career counseling session, led impactful programs like Practice Ki Pathshala and the residential training for new COP holders. As a chairman, he continues to shape policy and method of practice for CA profession and the aspiring students respectively. Dedicated to student empowerment, he is committed to modernizing CA education through digital platform, innovative learning methods, and industry-related training, making him a key force in redefining the future of CA profession. Our Vice Chairman, CA Sanjeev Sanghi sir, Vice Chairman, Board of Studies Operations ICAI 2025-26. CA Sanjeev Sanghi is a seasoned chartered accountant with over 26 years of experience, currently serving as the Vice Chairman of the Board of Studies Operation of ICAI. As a Central Council member, he is widely respected for his leadership in digital transformation, capacity building, and professional development. As a capable chartered accountant, he lead impactful initiatives like Udan and the Voice of Diamonds. He has actively contributed to various ICAI committees and held key positions in profession and social recognition organizations. Known for his visionary approach, he is committed to empowering young professionals, enhancing auditor ethics, and strengthening ICAI's global presence through innovation and inclusive growth. Today, session is an exciting one and truly essential skill in the modern financial world. Our topic is active listening, the secret soft skill behind audit success. To lead us into this artful territory, we are privileged to have with us a distinguished speaker, CA Pooja Omkar Sahane. CA Pooja Omkar Sahane is a qualified chartered accountant in August 2019 with a strong academic background, having secured distinction in both BCom and MCom. Along with a government diploma in audit and cooperation, she has rich professional exposure in audits like statutory, internal, concurrent, and cooperative banks, as well as in the income tax and indirect tax matters, including return filing, TDS compliances, MSME subsidies, and tax audits. Notably, she has served as the concurrent auditor of ADCC Bank for 3 consecutive years from 2021 to 24. Her achievements include securing top academic ranks, actively participating in competitions and ICAI events, and being elected as a class representative during her studies. She has also contributed to the profession by conducting career counseling sessions at schools and delivering sessions for students and members at ICAI Ahmednagar branch. Let's give a warm welcome to CA Pooja Omkar Sahane. Ma'am, please.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Sir, you can switch on your camera also.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank and congratulate ICAI, CA Dr. Rohit Ruvatia sir, Chairman Board of Studies Operations, CA Sanjeev Sanghi sir, Vice Chairman Board of Studies Operations, for such a great and innovative initiative under the chairmanship of respected CA CS Nanda sir, the President of ICI, and CA Prasanna Kumar sir, Vice Chairman ICI. Its Run 100 webinar series is such a great initiative started to celebrate the excellence, ignite insight, and empowering the next generation of financial professionals. I'm thankful for giving opportunity to speak on the topic active listening, the secret of soft skill behind audit success. This topic is important for students as well as members and everyone over here. Firstly, I will discuss about the active listening and its advantages, core principles, then art of questioning to improve your active listening, and then how active listening will help you in audit success and overall practice, you may say. I will start my session by taking one example. This is imaginary example and may not have any resemblance with any chartered accountant in practice, just a name, imaginary name. Mr. Sandeep Gupta is a well-established chartered accountant known for his expertise in financial management, strategic planning. His wife, on the other surface, seemed perfect and flourishing career, supportive family and comfortable lifestyle. His personal and professional life was gradually crumbling under the weight of expectations and miscommunication and mounting stress. At work, Sandeep managed a team of junior accountants who looked up to him for guidance. However, his inability to listen to his team's concern was creating a difference between him and his colleagues. He was so engrossed in meeting the deadlines, achieving targets, that he often dismissed their suggestions and worries. His team members began to feel undervalued, leading to low morale and frequent errors in their work. The atmosphere in the office became tense and productivity plummeted. At home, Sandeep's wife Priyanka and their teenage daughter Shivangi were feeling the brunt of his lack of attention. Priyanka, who managed her boutique, often sought Sandeep's active advice on financial matters. But Sandeep, tired from his day work, would just nod without really paying attention or giving short replies without actually getting involved in the conversation. Shivangi, meanwhile, was dealing with the unusual struggles of being teenager. She yearned of her parents' guidance, especially she prepared for her board exams. However, Sandeep's mind was perpetually occupied with the office work, leaving Shivangi to navigate her struggles alone. The physical toll of Sandeep's lifestyle was also becoming evident. He had started experiencing frequent headaches, sleepless nights, and overall stress of fatigue. His health was deteriorating, but he brushed it off as a minor inconveniences. He was too focused on maintaining his image of being successful chartered accountant to pay attention to the signals of his body was to pay attention to the signals his body was sending to him. Mentally, Sandeep was on the brink of burnout. The pressure of managing multiple responsibilities without any outlet for his emotions was overwhelming. He felt isolated despite being surrounded by people, and his frustration began to manifest as anger. His temper flared at the slightest provocation, both at work and at home. Further, the turning point came during a particularly stressful audit season. Sandeep's firm had taken on a high-profile client, and stakes were incredibly high. Incredibly very high. The team was working around the clock, but mistakes kept piling up, leading to constant revisions and rework. One evening, after heated argument with one of the junior accountants, Sandeep received a call from his wife. She was upset and informed him that the Shivangi had been feeling extremely low and mentioned that she didn't feel understood by anyone, including both of her parents. Sandeep was stunned. He had been so caught up in his work that he hadn't realized that extent of his daughter's distress. That night, for the first time in a long while, he sat down and reflected on his own life. He realized that his inability to truly listen, was at the root of his problem. His professional setbacks, his strained relationship with his team, and his deteriorating health, his failing connection with his family, as well as consequences of his neglect of this fundamental skill. I will just share my screen here. Just a minute.
Yes, it is visible now, madam.
It is visible.
Yes.
Sandeep determined to change. Sandeep began his journey towards becoming an active listener. He started by addressing his physical and mental well-being. He consulted a health counselor who advised him to adopt healthier lifestyle, including regular exercise and mindfulness practices. Sandeep took his advice seriously and began incorporating yoga meditation into his daily routine. These practices helped him to clear his mind, manage stress, and be more present in the moment. At work also, Sandeep made a conscious effort to listen to his team. He scheduled regular meetings where he encouraged open discussions and feedbacks. Instead of dominating the conversation, he asked questions and listened attentively to the responses. He realized that his team had valuable insights that he had been overlooking. This shift not only improved the team's morale but also enhanced their productivity. The quality of work improved and they successfully completed the audit of their high-profile client. Sandeep's transformation didn't go unnoticed at home either. He made it a point to spend quality time with his family. He actively listened to his wife's business challenges and offered thoughtful advice. With Shivangi also, he began to having heart-to-heart conversation where he listened without judgments. His newfound connection with his daughter brought him brought them closer. Sandeep noticed a positive change in her attitude and confidence. The journey wasn't easy, and here were the moments when Sandeep slipped back into the old habits. But he was committed to change. He realized that active listening was not just about hearing, but about understanding the emotions, intentions, unspoken feelings. It required patience, empathy, and genuine interest in the other person's perspective. So this was the example which state that lack of understanding, lack of active listening, you may lead to the situation which will become much more stressful for you and your family and your professional career also. So the active listening is very crucial and important part for any human being, whether he is in practice, whether he or she is in job. Here I'm going to cover the first informative slide. stating about the introduction to active listening for chartered accountants. In a world filled with noise and distractions, a skill of active listening stands out as a rare and precise gift. Active listening goes beyond passive herding words. It involves truly understanding the speaker's message, emotions, underlying meanings. Through active listening, we forge deeper connections, cultivate trust with others. This comprehensive guide dwells into the essence of active listening, its profound impact on relationships, and practical strategies for mastering this invaluable skill. In the dynamic and interactive world of chartered accountancy, the ability to effectively communicate is just as vital as numerical acumen. Among the area of communication skill, active listening stands out as a cornerstone for professional success. Whether you are consulting a client, collaborating with colleagues, or presenting findings to the stakeholders, the way you listen, you significantly influence your relationships and outcomes. Active listening at its core involves fully absorbing, understanding, thoughtfully responding to the conversation. For chartered accountants, the skill transcends basic professional interactions. It becomes a tool for deepening client trust, accurately diagnosing their financial issues, and offering more tailored and impactful advice. Number one, here I'm going to discuss about building client trust. What does it actually mean and how the active listening involves in this process? In the financial services, trust is paramount. Clients often confide sensitive and potential stressful financial details to their accountants. They need assurance that their concerns are understood and handled with competence and care. Active listening helps in building this trust by demonstrating that you value and prioritize their perspective and needs. For instance, when a client explains their financial goals and anxieties with you, the active listener will pick up not just explicit information, but also the underlying emotions. Responding with empathy and clarity reinforces the sense that you are a reliable partner in their financial journey. Number two, here I am going to discuss is diagnosing the financial issues accurately. A significant part of accountant's job is to diagnose and solve complex financial issues. Effective diagnosis requires a precise understanding of the context and details provided by the clients of or the team members. By practicing active listening, you ensure that no critical piece of information is overlooked. Taking the time to listen attentively can reveal insight that might otherwise be missed. For example, a client might casually mention a minor change of their cash flow to you, which upon closer listening and analysis reveal a large emerging trend. Active listening aids in uncovering the root causes of problems, allowing for more accurate and effective solutions. Number three, enhancing collaborations and teamwork. Within an accounting firm or corporate finance team, effective collaboration is essential. Miscommunication can lead to costly errors and inefficiencies. Active listeners make better colleagues by ensuring that they fully understand the contributions and concerns of their peers before responding or making decisions. During team meetings also, budgeting sessions, or when delegating the task, active listening fosters a more inclusive and productive environment. Colleagues feel valued and understood, which enhances the cooperation and cohesiveness, ultimately leading to better organizational performance. Presenting findings. When presenting a complex financial information to client, you cannot directly convey the information. What we are recognizing the information is depending upon the knowledge of ours, but the client understand only in layman's language. So when presenting the complex financial information to client or executives, the effectiveness of your communication can make or break the impact of your message. Active listening before and during this presentation ensures that you are tuned into the audience's reactions and feedback. It helps you gauge their understanding, address their concerns on the spot, and make your recommendations more compelling and relevant. Benefits of active listening. Benefits of active listening stretch well beyond the superficial layers of everyday communication. By truly engaging with others through active listening, we can significantly improve the quality and depth of our relationships while simultaneously tapping into the wide range of personal and professional benefits. First and foremost, active listening allows us to build and nurture stronger and more trusting relationships. When we genuinely listen, we demonstrate to the others that we value and respect their thoughts and feelings. This respect fosters an environment of trust, which is crucial for forming deep and meaningful connections. Whether in a familial setting or friendships, the ability to listen actively ensures that all the parties feel heard, understood, reducing the misunderstandings and enhancing the emotional bonds. In professional context also, the benefit of active listening are equally profound. Effective communication is crucial in the workplace for teamwork, management, networking. By practicing active listening, we improve our ability to collaborate effectively with the colleagues, understand, understand and respond to the client needs, and resolve the conflicts with tact and empathy. Leaders who listen actively are more likely to inspire their teams as they create a culture where employees feel valued, motivated, and contribute to the work more effectively. Additionally, active listening enhances our problem solving skill. By paying close attention to what others are saying, we gather crucial information and insights that might otherwise be overlooked. This comprehensive understanding enables us to make well informed decisions and solutions that are considered for all perspectives. Active listening also fuels creativity. Understanding different viewpoints can lead to the innovative ideas and approaches. On the personal level, active listening contributes to our self awareness and emotional intelligence. By focusing intently on the experiences and emotions of others, we become more attentive to our own responses and behaviors. This process can lead to a deeper understanding of ourselves, fostering growth and development of our interpersonal skills. So the number one here is strengthen relationships. Active listening cultivates the trust, strengthens the emotional bond, and fosters the deeper connection with the others. Enhanced empathy. By, by attending ourselves to the speaker's emotion and experiences, we develop greater empathy and companionship. Conflict resolution. This is another advantage. Active listening plays a vital role in resolving conflicts, de escalating tensions, and finding mutually acceptable solutions. Improved problem solving. Through active listening, we gain a better understanding of the issues at hand, leading to more effective problem solving outcomes, increased productivity. In work setting, active listening enhances collaboration, boosts team morale, and improve overall productivity. And the last one is personal growth. Active listening promotes self-awareness, self-reflection, continuous learning, fostering personal growth and development. Active listening offers a lots of benefits in personal, professional, and social settings by enhancing communication, fostering understanding, and nurturing positive relationships. By actively engaging with speakers, individuals demonstrate respect and attentiveness and empathy, creating a conducive environment for open dialogue and meaningful connection. Active listening promotes clarity, mutual understanding, reducing misunderstanding and conflicts while fostering effective problem solving and decision making. Furthermore, active listening cultivates the trust and collaboration, empowering individuals to build strong relationships, inspire confidence, and forge alliances based on respect and empathy. Overall, the benefits of active listening include empowered communication. Enhanced benefits of active listening include personal growth, professional success, and enriched social interactions. Here, I would like to add one example of my own self also. While doing my articleship in my articleship days also, there was an incident where miscommunication started between me and my principal. He was not able to understand the what problems I'm going through during my articleship. So one day I thought of, without giving much more stress to that misunderstandings, I directly discussed whole thing with my principal, stating him whatever problems I am facing. So he clearly understood what I wanted to say, and this actually helped because he was having active listening. He was just not listening to listen, but he was listening to solve the problem. That is called active listening. So he listened to my problem, he understood the problem, and he solved it. This is how the art of active listening helps in overall professional career also, in personal also, and in our audit also. How in audit, that we are going to see in the upcoming session. Advantages of active listening for chartered accountants. Active listening is a valuable skill that holds numerous advantages for CAs in their professional practice. As a financial expert responsible for analyzing, interpreting, and communicating complex financial information, CAs can benefit significantly from their active listening. Here are the advantages of active listening for chartered accountants. Number one, improved client communication. Active listening enables CS to engage effectively with client, understand their financial goals, concerns, and challenges, and tailor their advice and recommendation accordingly. By actively listening to your client, to client needs and preferences, chartered accountant can build trust, foster open communication, and enhance the client satisfaction. Number two, enhanced client relationship. Active listening helps chartered accountants to develop strong, long-lasting relationships with clients by demonstrating empathy, respect, and attentiveness during the interactions. By understanding clients' financial objective, values, expectations through active listening, chartered accountants can provide personalized, client-centric services that align with their needs. Here, I would like to add one example. One client came to me saying, I want to shift my work to you. I asked him what is the reason why are you shifting from the another CA to me. The answer which he has given made me stun. He said that my CA don't answer my calls. He don't give me fully satisfied solutions. Whatever question I am asking, he is not able to provide information, clarification upon that. So that is the reason I wanted to shift to another CA. See, This is how, if you are not actively communicating with your client, is going to affect you. Even though you are busy in some other work or meetings, let them just inform that we are having some important work and we will talk back to you. Give them some time, allot them some specific time, communicate with them. If you are not doing so, if you are not actively listening to their needs, then it will surely affect your practice. Number three, improved problem solving skills. Active listening enhances chartered accountants' ability to identify key issues, analyze complex financial data, and offer strategic solutions to clients' financial challenges. By actively listening to client concerns, chartered accountants can formulate informed recommendations, address potential risks, and devise effective financial strategies that meet clients' objectives. Effective team collaboration. Active listening facilitates productive collaboration among chartered accountants, enabling them to communicate clearly, exchange ideas, and work coarsely towards the common goal. By actively listening to the colleagues' perspective, insight, feedback, chartered accountants can contribute effectively to the team project, share knowledge, and enhance the overall team performance. Number five is effective team collaboration. Active listening is a key component of effective negotiation, allowing chartered accountant to understand the stakeholders' position, interest, and concerns during the financial negotiations. By actively listening to all the parties involved in negotiations, chartered accountants can identify common ground, build consciousness, and negotiate favorable outcomes that benefit all the stakeholders. Next is risk management and compliance. Active listening plays a critical role in risk management and compliance for chartered accountants, enabling them to gather accurate information, assess the financial risk, and ensure the regulatory compliance. By actively listening to clients, regulatory authorities, and industry experts, chartered accountants can stay informed about the changing financial regulations, mitigate the risk, and uphold ethical standard in their practice. Next is professional development. Next advantage is professional development. Active listening fosters continuous learning, self-improvement, and professional growth for chartered accountants by encouraging them to seek feedback and reflect on their communication skills and adapt to evolving client needs. By actively listening to industry trends, client feedback, and peer insights, chartered accountants can stay abreast of developments in the finance sector, expand their knowledge, and enhance their professional expertise. Next, I'm going to discuss with you principles of active listening. Some core principles of active listening that I'm going to discuss with you. Number one is presence. Number two, empathy, non-verbal communication, reflection, and open-mindedness. Active listening is having several fundamental principles that shape our communication style. The core principles are: number one, presence. Being fully present and attentive in the moment is essential for active listening. Whenever someone is speaking to you and you are just putting your mouth in your phone, then speaker will lose his interest. Whenever someone is talking to you, be present there, be present in that moment and actively listen to that person. Minimizing the distractions, maintaining eye contact. Eye contact maintaining is important, but if you are maintaining very continuous eye contact with someone, then it will also make them uncomfortable. So in between, making eye contact is very essential, but not continuous eye contact. And showing them some genuine interest, with your commitment to the conversation. Number two, empathy. Empathy forms a bedrock of active listening, allowing us to step into the speaker's shoes, understanding their perspective and respond with the compassion. Non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication means body language. If someone is talking to you, you are nodding your head just to show that I am understanding what you are saying, or I am listening actively. So this kind of non-verbal communication you can do with the speaker. Body language, facial expressions, the tone of your voice plays very crucial role in the active listening. If someone is talking to you and you are making facial expressions like you are not understanding anything or you are just bored out, then speaker will lose his interest, that the listener is not willing to listen what I'm saying. He will lose the interest, he will stop telling you. So your body language, your facial expression, your voice tones plays very vital role. Non-verbal cues convey attentiveness, empathy, and respect for the speaker. Number four is reflection. Reflecting back to the speaker's words, feelings, and concerns demonstrate active engagement and validates their experiences. The one side is just speaking, going on, another side is just listening without responding, is also not conveying a good active listening part. So if someone is talking to you, just give them some feedback, reflection. It is the part of your active listening. The last one is open-mindedness. Approaching conversation with an open mind, free from biases and preconceptions, paves the way for genuine dialogues and inclusive communication. Whenever someone comes to you taking some query, your colleagues, your staff member, and you are having some preconception about them, about anything, then it will not amount to any active listening. You should not have any preconceptions. You should have open-mindedness while listening to their problems. Active listening is guided by several key principles that play a vital role in enhancing communication, fostering understanding, and promoting effective collaboration in professional settings. The principles of active listening, such as presence, empathy, nonverbal communication, reflective responses, and open-mindedness are essential in professional life for building strong client relationships, facilitating teamwork, and drive success in various professional engagement. The principle of presence underscores the importance of being fully engaged and attentive during client meetings, presentations, and project discussions, demonstrating respect and commitment to the interaction. In client interactions, displaying empathy through active listening establishes a trusting relationship, enhances client satisfaction, and allows for a tailored solution that address specific needs and concerns. Nonverbal communication skills are particularly crucial in professional settings as they convey attentiveness, confidence, and credibility to the client, colleagues, and stakeholders, reinforcing active engagement and fostering positive impressions. Reflective responses such as summarizing client requests and clarifying the project details demonstrate the understanding and validate the client perspective and ensure the alignment on key objectives, contributing to effective communication, stressful object outcomes. Open-mindedness in active listening is a vital for professional to embrace diverse viewpoints, consider the alternative solution, and foster a culture of innovation, collaboration with the workplace. Strategies to master the active listening. Here I am sharing with you some strategies that will help you to master the active listening skill. Active listening, a cornerstone of effective communication, involves more than simply hearing words. It requires a depth of understanding and engagement that encompass emotional intelligence, empathy, and analytical skills. To truly master active listening involves cultivating an array of fine-tuned strategies, practices that not only improve one's proficiency in listening, but also significantly enhance overall communication effectiveness. Let's dwell deeper into the various strategies one can employ to refine this essential skill, ensuring that communication becomes more accurate, meaningful, and impactful. Firstly, focusing on the speaker is crucial to active listening. You should focus on the speaker. This means giving the speaker your undivided attention. Someone is talking to you and you are just uh, looking at your cell phone. That doesn't mean you are actively involved or actively listening to that speaker. So give the speaker undivided attention, making a conscious effort to eliminate the distraction. If there are some distraction, then try to eliminate them, not allowing your mind to wander. It involves putting aside your phone, laptop, and other potential interruptions to ensure that you are fully present in the moment. This level of attention signals to the speaker that you value their perspective and are fully engaged in receiving this message. Next, it is important to practice the patience, allowing the speaker time to express their thoughts without interruption. Avoid the temptation to finish their sentences or interject with your opinions. This requires a measure of self control and respect for the speaker's right to express themselves fully before you respond. By doing this, you demonstrate the patience and respect, creating a comfortable environment that encourages open and honest dialogue. Another crucial important component of active listening is use of non-verbal cues. Body language plays important role in communication, often conveying more than the words alone. Maintaining eye contact, nodding in agreement, and using facial expressions that align with the emotional tone of the conversation can make all enhance the listening experience. These non-verbal signals reassure the speakers of your attentiveness and helps to establish a connection that is both empathic and understanding. Reflective listening is another strategy that can dramatically enhance the listening skills. Here, I would like to add one example that I faced while I was going to the concurrent audit of some cooperative banks. While I was there for an audit, one of the staff member who was supposed to give us the information was very nervous because the audit team has come. So he was not able to convey the information properly to us. uh, Talking to him for just 5 minutes, I just calmed down whatever stress he was having and making him comfortable with my audit team. And later on, he got very comfortable with the team that this audit team is not here to torture us, but for the some work purpose. So it is not some torture. What they think about the audit team, they came for torture, and we are not conducting we are not be able to conducting our regular work, bank work properly. So I assure them that you are not going to face any problem. We are just here for audit purpose, and whatever information we are required, we are not going to interrupt between your work, but we will be doing our work properly. So he got comfortable with the team, and the work goes on very smoothly. So the reflective listening is another strategy that can dramatically enhance listening skills. This involves summarizing what the speaker has said to confirm the understanding. For example, you might say, "So, what I am hearing is," and you may summarize whatever the speaker is saying to you. You may summarize what I am hearing is, and then summarize whatever you have understood. Or it sounds like you are saying so. The patience is not only clarifies the message for both the parties involved, but also demonstrate that you are actively processing the information received. Reflective listening affirms the speaker's message, making them feel appreciated and understood. Additionally, asking the open-ended questions can serve as a powerful tool enhancing the listening skills. Questions that prompt further elaboration encourage the speakers to dive deeper into their thoughts and feelings, offering more information and insights instead of asking questions that can be answered with a simple question, yes or no. Aim for those that begin with how, what, why, how can you tell me more about. This question invite a richer dialogue and ensure that you get a fuller picture of the topic at the end. Empathy is another fundamental aspect of active listening. To truly listen actively, one must strive to understand and share the feelings of others. This involves recognizing the speaker's emotions and responding in a way that acknowledges and validates their experiences. Practice empathic listening by being sensitive to the emotional undercurrents of the conversation and showing warmth and understanding. This approach builds trust and rapport, strengthening the overall communication between the parties. Furthermore, providing feedback is a crucial element of active listening. Offering constructive, relevant feedback helps to reinforce that you are attentive and engaged. Positive feedback might include affirmations like I see your points, I agree with it, or suggestions such as I think you might consider. Constructive feedback can guide the speaker, encouraging two-way dialogue and ensuring a balanced exchange of ideas. Next, we are going to discuss about the common barriers to the active listening. The common barriers that we face at active listening are distractions, preconceived notions, poor listening environment, lack of empathy, personal biases, interrupting over talking, lack of clarification, and technological distractions. So technological distractions covers, suppose we are talking through some video calls or some internet calls, that this covers the technological interactions. Lack of clarification, if someone is talking to you asking for some clarification and you are not able to provide that clarification, this comes within this preview. Number one, distractions. External distractions such as noise, interruptions, or competing stimuli divert the listener's attentions away from the speaker. Preconceived notions is the barrier that includes biases, stereotypes, assumptions about the speaker on the topic, can influence the listener's interruptions of the message and leading to the selective hearing and misinterpretation. Confirmation bias, where the listener seeks information that confirms their existing beliefs and opinions, limits the openness of new perspective. Poor listening environment, physical factors such as noise level, poor poor environment, inadequate seating arrangement can disrupt the listening process and make it challenging to concentrate on the speaker's message. Overcrowded or chaotic settings, such as crowded public places, also creates a barrier in active listening. Lack of empathy, insufficient empathy, or emotional intelligence can hinder the active listening by preventing the listener from connecting with the speaker on the emotional level. Inability to understand or validate the speaker's emotions, experiences, perspective impairs the development of trust and rapport in the communication exchange. Personal biases, cultural, social, personal biases could listeners' objectivity and hinder their ability to engage openly with diverse viewpoints or opinions. Interruptive or overthinking. Habitual interrupting over talking over the speaker or dominating the conversation prevents the active listening by diminishing the speaker's opportunity to express themselves fully. Lack of clarification. Failure to seek clarification, ask questions. Perhaps the speaker's message for verification can lead to misunderstanding. Assuming comprehensive without validating the accuracy of information impairs the effective communication and undermines the essence of active listening. Technological distractions. Pervasive use of digital devices such as smartphones, tablets, laptops during conversation poses a significant barrier to active listening by diving the listener's attention and reducing focus on the speaker. Overcoming the common barriers, entrenched in the pathway to active listening necessitates a profound degree of self-awareness and intentional mindset and commitment to cultivate an open, respectful, and attentive listening posture. These barriers ranging from the environmental distraction, personal biases, and preconceived notions to emotionally, reactively, cognitive overload serve as a formidable hinders that can distort or even derail the essence of meaningful dialogue. So one should always try to remove these barriers and try there should not be any distraction while actively listening to the others. Now, let us understand the 10 signs of bad listener. Number 1 is lack of eye contact. A bad listener may avoid making eye contact during the conversation, indicating disinterest or distraction. As I said earlier, if you are making constant eye contact with someone without blinking your eye, you are continuously staring at someone. This will also make them uncomfortable. So you should make eye contact in between, but you should not be doing it continuously. On the other hand, if you are not looking at someone who is talking to you and you are looking at some other place, it will also make them feel that whether you are listening to them or not. Number 2, frequent interruptions. Constantly interrupting or talking over others signals a lack of respect for the speaker's perspective. If you are constantly making interruptions in between someone is speaking, then there is also a sign of bad listener. Distracted behavior, checking phone, engaging in other activities while someone is speaking shows a lack of focus on the conversation. Minimal response, providing short, non-engaging responses such as okay, yeah, without further engagement, demonstrate the disinterest in the conversation. Preferring monologues, bad listener tends to dominate the conversation with their own opinion and stories, not allowing the others to speak and share their thoughts. Someone is speaking to them, someone is conveying some information to you, then make them speak whatever they want to say without interrupting in between and without showing your own opinion. Shifting blame. When confronted with the feedback or criticism, a bad listener may deflect blame rather than actively listening and considering the other person's perspective. Forgetting the details. Frequently forgetting important details shared by the others indicates a lack of attentiveness and retention during the conversation. Lack of empathy. Showing a lack of empathy, understanding towards the other's emotions and experiences suggests a failure to connect on an emotional level. Judgmental attitude, expressing judgment, criticism, or your opinion towards others' ideas. Avoiding follow-up questions. Failing to ask clarifying or follow-up questions to deepen the understanding and engaging further in the dialogue showcase lack of curiosity, interest in the speaker's message. Fifteen common blunders individuals make when they fail to actively listen. Not being an active listener can lead to multiple blunders that affect the communication, but overall effectiveness in personal and professional interaction. Here are the 15 common blunders I'm going to discuss with you. Number one is misunderstanding. When you fail to actively listen, you risk the misinterpretation, misunderstanding of the speaker's message. Poor decision making. Inadequate listening can result in incomplete or inaccurate information, navigating, impacting your ability to make informed decisions or judgments. Strained relationships. Lacking active listening skill can strain relationships as it shows a lack of interest, respect, and empathy towards the speaker, ultimately damaging the trust and rapport of your personal life also and your professional life also. Missed opportunities. Failure to actively listen may cause you to overlook valuable ideas, feedback opportunities for collaborations, hindering the personal and professional growth. Conflict escalation. Ineffective listening can escalate conflicts as it impairs your ability to emphasize, understand, differentiating viewpoint, and work toward mutually acceptable solutions. Limited learning. By not actively listening, you limit your capacity to learn from others, gain new insights, and expand your knowledge base, hindering your personal development and growth. Decreased productivity. Poor listening habit can lead to wasted time, repeated instructions, and incomplete tasks, diminishing productivity, client dissatisfaction. Failing to actively listen to the client needs, concerns can result into dissatisfaction, loss of business. Ineffective leadership. As a leader, not practicing active listening can lead to misunderstandings, low morale, and lack of direction among the team members. Missed cues. By not actively listening, you may miss the important cues, nonverbal signals, or stubborn hints in conversation, impacting your ability to respond appropriately and build rapport. Poor problem solving.
Bhuvneshwar sir, if you have any questions, then one or two questions you can take and ma'am can answer the questions.
Yes, sir.
You are mute on mute, Bhuvneshwar sir, you are on mute.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Ma'am, on behalf of our audience, I want to put some 2-3 questions.
And you can
so
stop
please.
the sharing now.
Ma'am, my first question is,
Yes,
how
sir.
does active listening help in detecting discrepancies during client interactions?
Can you repeat, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How does active listening help in detecting discrepancies during client interactions?
Okay. So, if you are going to listen to your client very actively, then you will be able to understand what his needs are, what he's expecting from you. So you will be able to customize whatever expectations of his or her. So if you actively listen to him, you will be able to understand his background, his financial need, whatever purpose he has come to you. And after analyzing everything, if you are actively listen and understand, then you will be able to tailor-made his needs. So this is how it will help you in the process.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, second question is what practical techniques can auditor use to strengthen their listening skills?
To strengthen your active listening skills, one must be actively listening, showing the interest in the conversation by their some facial expressions or physical communication. Then second thing is art of questioning. Due to lack of time, I was not able to discuss it here. So art of questioning itself makes you enhance your skill of active listening. You may actively question the other person, so the other person thinks that you are interested in the conversation. You try to dig into the more information, and you will be able to collect more information from the client, and it will ultimately help you in the both way.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, CA Pooja Omkar Sahane, ma'am, for this insightful for this insightful and power-packed session on active listening, the secret soft skill behind audit success. You have truly shown us that beyond just crunching numbers, it shows how we communicate them that drives real decisions. To all our participants, thank you so much for your presence and enthusiastic engagement today. We hope this session will assist in a positive manner on said topic. Let's continue the spirit of learning as part of Run at 100 webinar series and take every opportunities to grow as a future ready CA professionals. Until next time, take care and keep learning. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you to the speaker, CA Pooja Omkar Shahane, madam. And thank you to CA Bhuvneshwar Indoria, sir, for this wonderful session. We would also like to thank all the participants for their active participation in the session. We also thank our chairman and vice chairman, sir, for taking this initiative. Students are requested to please join this run series every Tuesday and Friday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. to learn and grow. Thank you, Pooja madam. Thank you, Bhuvneshwar sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Recording stopped.
Close the session. Yeah, please.
Yes.